Hi everybody, welcome back to the Chayse Effect. One of the big questions we get is, what should I wear in the sauna?
The answer's changed. It used to be whatever you want to sweat in and get wet in, whatever you're going to feel comfortable being uncomfortable in the sauna and the cold plunge. The answer's changed. After thinking about it and on our journey, we want to optimize as many things as possible. One of those things is sticking away from synthetic fibers, the plastic, especially when it's hot, your pores are open, you're pouring out sweat. You don't want any plastics leaching in. So we made an affiliation with Nads Under. It's a male-specific organic
Awesome.
cotton
Organic.
underwear company, but they also make shorts. I'm wearing them now. I've been wearing them for the past 6 months, I think. They hold up great. They feel comfortable, and most importantly, no plastics getting into my certain areas that are sweaty and
Best
hot.
case scenario.
We're working on women's affiliation, but you don't have to go anywhere special.
I found 100% organic cotton on Amazon. So shorts and sports bra to sauna in.
Easy, cheap, keeping you healthy. So come on down to Chayse Life.
Oh, if you
Optimize
do
your
decide
health.
to go Nads though, you can put in our discount code, which is Chayse Life, and you can help us and help yourself.
Yep, Chayse Life, discount code at nadsunder.com checkout.
All right,
Come and Chayse Life.
let's get into it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, then I'll watch them roll away
Hey
again.
everyone, welcome back to the Chayse Effect, episode 2. Amanda's episode.
Yay.
My wife, mother of my babies, partner in Chayse Life, built it from the ground up. But I want people to know all the stuff that I know about you.
All the things.
All the things. So I'm gonna list a bunch of life events and accolades and accomplishments, so that way everybody kind of knows where you came from, and then we'll go off of that. All right.
I'm ready.
No, you're not.
Probably. I was ready, so I'm gonna get to send it.
So I listed a bunch of stuff because I know you, and if I just asked, tell me about all of the things that people should know about you, you don't think that there's very many, when I completely disagree, because lifetime softball player from a little girl through high school, into college, and then even into co-ed softball with me as an adult. Your mom that started really early with her diagnosis of cancer and ultimately dying after a fight of 16 years. The fact that you were a great student, a great high school student, a great learner, put you into college and got a college degree. Or the first one in your family? Bachelor's degree. In that process, you changed your majors from CSI into teaching. Graduated, got your teaching credential from UCR, taught through COVID, successfully. Were a full-time teacher for how many years?
8. I did 8.
8 as an
Before I
elementary
retired.
school teacher, which led you to your retirement that we called, and straight into being a homemaker. But before that, those relationships that you built as a teacher, absolutely amazing. Kids talking to you even after they graduate high school. Blows my mind that you've had kids. You're old enough to even have kids that graduate.
It was weird the first time I got invited to a high school graduation. I was like, I just had you in 4th grade. Like, what are we even talking about right now?
I love it. I love it. It's because the relationship that you built with your kids.
I know, it's just time is so weird.
Yeah.
There's, forever like a 4th grader in my mind, and then they're these little adults now. It's weird.
Yeah, like our little adults. Yeah. Speaking of, Kenzie being born and that entire process, because we ended up doing a 2-month NICU stay with her birth defect. You found out about that birth defect alone because you're a fire wife, and that's one of your accomplishments is surviving that. Thank you. But you found out alone. That's super
crazy.
scary. And I was at work 4 hours away. Retired, homemaker, so many things off of our list for that short year were getting checked off when you're a homemaker. Then you helped me build Chayse Life, and at the same time went from a professional teacher to a professional homeschool teacher, and you teach both of our kids.
Yep.
Now we're in year 2 with that. But at the same time, in year 1, when you were first learning how to do that, you helped me build Chayse Life. You helped with the reno, including labor. You built the website, designed the logo, started a clothing line, started a podcast, all while being a fire wife, a homeschool teacher, a mom, and keeping it together.
Sometimes just barely.
So, out of that list,
you're a good hype man, babe.
I am trying to be, because
you're a good hype man for sure.
You should be. You should have a great hype man. All of those things are crazy and profound and life event, like some of the gnarliest life events. Oh, and it's not just a little bit of loss. Like your mom died, but in that, so many other people, and it was rapid, including my brother, including all 4 of your grandparents, like, and then Angie, your best friend's mom, dying of cancer, other diagnosis in the family of cancer, and who else? Oh, and then Cindy. Mm-hmm. Like, there's just been so much loss and all of this stuff, and you're still doing awesome. It just goes to show, like, the personal growth. I wanted to show all of those things because you're successful in all viewpoints. I think that even you, with as humble as you are, can say that you are successful in life in this moment right now where we're at. We're doing well, and you're doing well from the outside looking in, not being you, but one pretty close to you.
I'm working on having that mindset, yes. It's not generally my knee-jerk reaction, so I'm working on that.
Some personal growth.
Yes. I'm much better at being hard on myself. So
now I've talked enough.
Keep going.
I want to hear your top 1 thing that made you who you are, but that's too hard. So give me 3. Just list the 3, and then let's talk about those 3 and why you think that they're so profound, that they're one of the things that truly molded you into Amanda today.
I don't know if you could have one. Maybe one from each, like, kind of phase or a period, but, like, mom would be, I mean, the earliest, like, huge thing that impact everything, like how I grew up.
So tell me about it. How old were you? What did she get diagnosed with?
So I was 12. I did some math today, which actually was pretty eye-opening, because for some reason in my brain, I was much older. I don't know why. I felt like I was much older. When I did the math today and realized I was 12 at her diagnosis, that felt wrong. Like, no, I couldn't have been that young. Like, that couldn't have been. But no, so she was diagnosed with breast cancer at 37. And so I was 12 at the time. So she found a lump in her breast, and it was, I don't remember the stage, to be honest, but it was not something that they were messing around with. It was serious. So it was pre-op chemo, and then she did a mastectomy, a single mastectomy. I want to say, I'm pretty sure they did a lumpectomy first to find out it was cancerous, but it was pretty good size. She had found it herself, so I mean, it was a pretty good size mass. And then she removed the breast and then had to do post-op radiation from there. So that was kind of wild to find out. Like, you don't really know how to... That was the first, like, huge health diagnosis I ever remember, like, having to encounter.
Like, why would you have to encounter other ones?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't remember a grandparent being,
Oh, yeah, true.
That was just the first, like, real, like, big, like, health thing, right?
And it's, like, the person closest to you.
And, yeah, and so then it just kind of became, like, the norm, right? Like, you don't know something's not normal, right? It was just like, well, this is something we have to deal with. So then, like, that was just part of growing up. I thought about it quite a bit in thinking about talking today, and I cannot for the life of me. I probably could narrow it down a little better. I don't remember exactly how long the first treatment went. But then she was in remission for about a year. And then it came back in her pelvis and her spine. They still called it breast cancer. Because, like, that's where I guess that was, like, what they considered the origin. But it was in her pelvis and her spine. And at that point, it's inoperable. So it's just, like, maintenance treatment at that point. Which she did. Which she always did. But that led to a bunch of other, like, health issues. Chemo's really rough on the body and things. So that led to other things, like her bones were really brittle, so she ended up having, like, to have some of her jaw replaced with, like, her own bone from her leg. So that was, like, a double edge. Like, she had to have a bone from her leg removed, and then they, like, used it to repair her jaw. She had, like, an issue with her heart for a while. Yeah, it just led to a lot of other issues that came up, and, like, different treatments would come up, so then that would bring different issues. Like, for a while she was dealing with, like, being really swollen, and then the other time she, like, would have no appetite, so then it was like she was really small because she was having a hard time eating and didn't feel great. So it just brought, like, a whole, I don't know, just brought on other, like, trials, other things, but it all was kind of in the realm of breast cancer. And then she had, like, she got these little, like, tumors on her head that they radiated. So then she ended up with this bald spot, like, right up here. And so she always used to wear headbands.
Yeah.
So she had this really, her hair came back super pretty and dark and curly.
That's right.
Yeah, it was so pretty.
Super soft.
Yeah, she used to perm it, like, when I was younger and stuff. Like, she always wanted curly hair, and then it came back, like, dark and curly. It was so funny. But so soft and pretty, and so she would just kind of gel her little curls and wear her little headbands to cover up her little bald spot. It was super cute.
Oh my gosh, I haven't thought about that for a while.
Yeah.
So I think it's amazing that it just goes to show how strong she was, and her personal resilience. For the fact that you said it earlier, like, it just became a part of the life. Mm-hmm. It wasn't this victim mindset. It wasn't why me, why us, oh, the woes of the world. It was put your head down, get to work.
Yeah.
We're fighting this. It's just a lifestyle change. We're doing this together. I remember that super profound.
Yeah, there was never a question. Granted, I was 12, so I am well aware of being unaware of some of the behind the scenes things that happen with adults. So I'm totally positive she had her moments of weakness, but they were few and far between and never shown. It was always fight and always, what else can we do? What other treatment options? You know, what are...
I'm going to lose my hair. I don't care.
Yeah, shaved it. Rocked the bald head for a while. Her friend shaved her head with her.
Oh. Wore some wigs.
She rocked wigs a little bit here and there. She would rock wigs, but a lot of times she just rocked the bald head. Yeah. She wore hats and stuff.
She had a nice, smooth bald head.
She did. She did say she was grateful that her head was a nice shape. She rocked the bald for sure. But we took on, like, different events in the area. Susan G. Komen does walks and, like, different things. So, like, I can remember doing a bunch of those with friends and family. And so we weren't alone. The whole family and, like, our village, like, rallied for sure. But it's kind of a looking back kind of thing that I feel like you really, like, absorb how, like, profound that occurrence is. Like, just hit today, like, today years old. Like, had the massive crying earlier. Just, my daughter's 11. Well, Kenzie's 11. So, like, imagining having to tell her now, like, I don't know. I can't even, like, put into words, like, I don't know. It's wild. So it became the norm, but it definitely was not norm. So I would say that was a huge thing in shaping, a huge event in shaping my whole young life. Yeah, I remember going to hospitals and driving her to transfusions and, you know, picking her up from treatments or making certain meals she could eat. Yeah, so just I don't know. It changes you, or it, like, affects you. Not changes you. It just affects you.
I think both.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what would have happened the other way. I don't know how different I would be. But, yeah, and then we lost her at, like, a really weird period because we had just had Kenzie. So Kenzie was 6 months old. So she got to see, she was there when Kenzie was born, which was one of her goals. So she made it to our wedding. And then she was there when Kenzie was born. But it was 6 months after Kenzie was born that we lost her. So I was only 28. Right or wrong, like, it is what it is. I think I ran from it a little bit. Like, Kenzie was only 6 months old. My first baby was 6 months old. So, like, I was very busy and I distracted myself, I guess. Not that I didn't pursue treatment too. I saw a therapist and I worked on dealing with it as best I could at the time. But, I mean, it's almost 11 years later now, and I don't know that it's over. I don't know that I've, like, dealt with it. I don't know that it's really ever over. I don't know that you, like, I don't know. We talked about grief, and you don't, like, move through it. It's just kind of, waves. It comes and goes, and it sneaks up on you, and I don't know, different challenges arrive, or holidays are hard. Feeling the pressures of motherhood are hard because I want to call and talk to her. So yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of peaking again. I feel like I might be in, like, a little bit of a peak. Like, the scab has come off a little lately. So yeah, I was hesitant. I knew we'd talk about her today. And I was not sure if I should shy away from it. Because it does, like, still really hurt. It's still... But I don't want to, like, I don't want to not talk about her, and I don't want to hide her. And because she was awesome. And she fought so hard for 16 years. Like, she got, like, a year of remission. Like, a year. And then it was just treatment after treatment and struggle after struggle. And it was hard to see. And it also made me feel like that was my future. There were times that I felt like I had an expiration date because she passed at 53, that I would only make it to 53, and the year that I hit the age she was diagnosed was really hard. That was last year. She's diagnosed at 37. So that was hard to know that, I don't know, that now it, like, I don't know, that it was, like, possible. Like, now it's, like, this possibility, like, that I could be diagnosed at any time now. Like, I was just waiting for the other shoe to drop. I still feel like I am sometimes. But, we've done all the things. Like, I don't carry the gene. I'm not at a high risk genetically than any other person. We do things, we're trying to take care of ourselves to prevent, but it does still, like, linger. I don't know. It's just, like, it's unnatural, right? Like, it feels unnatural to lose your mom that early. So I don't know, it kind of just shakes the foundation of everything and the expectations. So, like, I feel like I always have this, like, looming, like, I need to make sure I leave them with enough while I'm here, because I don't know when I won't be. So then it's like, okay, I need to, like, pack in the lessons and pack in the fun and, like, take pictures of me. Like, make sure they have pictures of me. I don't know. And I don't know. So that's a big one. I feel like it's still changing me and affecting me. But I think it's good to talk about her and be open, and I don't want her to be a secret. I want to be able to talk about her. So that was number 1. Oh my god, that's a big one.
Oh, what a big one. Holy smokes. And it's not like a personal growth needs to be said. Like, how did you... It's just... That is just a story of nothing but
That was survival.
strength.
There was no choice. Like, there was no choice. What were we going to do?
Though there is a choice. And you guys chose the fight.
I mean, she made that choice for us. We followed suit. Like, she could have easily steered that in a different direction, you know, with her choices or her behavior, and it never was. It was always, what can we do next? And then she would set her goals, right? Graduations, weddings. I feel a little guilt that she hadn't gotten to make it to any of my brothers. She missed my brother's big events. He's a couple years younger. So that's something else that's hard. You know, she's never met Caden. So I don't know. That comes and goes. Like, I really despised Mother's Day for a long time. I had a really hard time with Mother's Day, like the commercials and the cards and the, like, seeing people doing fun things with their moms was really hard. It still is sometimes. Because I just want to do fun things with her. Like, I think we'd be best friends. Like, I think we would have made that transition into, like, adult friends. So that was a big one. It still is a big one.
It's a very big one. Like, how profound.
I feel like I'm better at suppressing sometimes than... So,
well, going
sometimes
back...
it stays down and then it, like erupts out.
What a beautiful distraction, though, having Kenzie. Like, it makes perfect sense. I don't know why I haven't thought about it in that aspect, but you've said it before, but it's really resonating.
Oh, she saved
right
me.
now.
I would have been in bed for days.
Yeah.
For weeks. I couldn't. She was at home.
Yeah.
There was no choice. I had to be a mom.
Yeah.
And so...
But what... So, if Kenzie and Caden were in your shoes, wouldn't you want them to feel the same way about your mom being resilient and this fighter? Like, being able to look back, like, what a role model and what a profound message that she left you with. Like, what a lesson in... If there has to be something good out of it, like, holy shit. It gives me goosebumps thinking about it.
We've talked about it before, too, and I would never choose that. No. I can't say that I would ever choose it, but she has also mentioned, or had mentioned, that she probably would have been working before. She worked before she was diagnosed. And that she probably would have missed out on some things as people that have to work too, right? So she also was very good at shifting that into kind of a silver linings. She was at all of our softball games. My brother played baseball, all of the baseball games, like football games, like all the things. So she definitely didn't... Whenever humanly possible, she was out doing things and doing all that she could. Like, there were days it kicked her butt.
Live, laugh, love. It was all over the place.
So we try to focus on the good. So we celebrate on her anniversary every year. We've done it every year for the 11 years. The activity has changed, but every year we get together with my brother, at least, but aunt and uncle, and like sometimes other aunt and uncles, and like people that are available to come when it falls. Because that's one of the ones that's day dependent. The holiday, it's very specific on that day. So started with Disneyland because she loved going to Disneyland. We did that a few times as a family, and those were big deals. Disneyland was like it wasn't something we could afford like all the time. Mm-hmm. So when we did get to go, it was the big family vacation. And my grandfather had given us passes one time. We went a couple days in a row, and it was huge. It was one of the family vacations that I remember. So we get together on the 1st and kind of try our best to make that a day that we are together and enjoying each other versus like being alone and sad, and like she'd want us to be together, and I don't know. We just find something fun to do. Sometimes that's nothing. Last year, I think we switched it to like, let's chill in our pajamas and just play games.
But it was everybody get together.
Yes, but we're always together and we're always, thinking about her and enjoying, we talk about her, tell stories. Yeah,
it's for her. That's super nice. And that's why I
For
stole
her.
one of the things, why the grand opening here. It's on Chayse's anniversary.
Yes.
Like, it made so much sense, and you guys turned such a negative into a positive.
Because you dread the day. We talked about it a lot in therapy. The anticipation of events is sometimes worse than the event itself. So, like, her birthday or the anniversary, like, you know it's coming. You can't avoid, like, even though you're like, oh, I'm not going to think about it. It's, the date. There's no way to avoid it. So, the anticipation of that week before or whatever. And now it's, what are we going to do on the 1st? And we're kind of looking forward to the activity.
Brings us all together.
There's a little undertone that is usually somber. There's usually tears at some point
really
in the
nice,
activity.
too.
But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be with people on your anniversary and cry with people, like, why wouldn't you be with the people that loved her and knew her? It's her brother and his wife who was with her through treatment, and
then we also get random stories that we haven't heard before.
Those are always fun.
Yeah.
I do enjoy those. Yeah, because like you were with Chase his whole life. Like there's a whole life that I didn't know.
Right.
Before her. So sometimes Mark and Kim will tell stories like pre-kids and different things. So yeah, I don't know. It comes in waves.
That's a great way to split this. But finishing on that personal growth, you have something permanently tattooed on your body.
I do.
Yeah. What's that about?
My tattoo for her. So it's 2 lilies, it's my favorite flower. She liked lilies too, but it is also my favorite flower. So I have 2 lilies, and then it says I am because she was. And I made sure to put it somewhere, like I wanted to see it all the time. And my guy did a really good job. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Yeah, it's just kind of it's just a reminder. So she's never really gone. She's never gone. She's just always, I don't know. She's always with me. And sometimes I get to talk about her because of this. So, like, brings her up in conversation. And so, yeah.
What a personal growth.
Yeah.
You haven't always said that.
It's good.
Like, I get to talk about her. That's been hard for
I
you.
have wanted to not.
Mm-hmm.
Because it all hurts.
It does.
So that comes and goes. Today hurt. I cried a lot before we started recording. Just kind of knowing it was coming.
You knew she had to come up.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just not at the forefront all the time. So.
Nope. But we're going to end Kimmy with a good note because
she was the best.
I am because she was.
Mm-hmm.
What an awesome, perfect statement.
And our people are so good. Like, at keeping her alive. And your mom's so good at talking to her about the kids. I mean, talking about her to the kids.
Yeah.
And
Grandma Kimmy.
She gets ornaments and stuff that, like butterflies remind me of her. So anytime she sees a butterfly, she says, oh, look, your mom's here. And so I don't know if I've ever told her that directly, actually. Mama Paula. I don't know if I shared it directly, but it does make a difference that it is somebody else keeping her with us, keeping her on our thoughts, or in our thoughts. I don't know.
Yep. I agree.
It's so much.
It's so much. It's so hot.
It is so hot.
We went long.
Yes.
Let's switch it up. Big sauna.
Big sauna. Here we go.
We miss you, Kimmy.
With a water break.
Love
you, Mom.
Talk to you in a little
Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away.
All right.
Round 2.
Fight.
Phew. It is a fight.
I get a pencil.
I know, I put mine down. I don't know if I need my notebook. I did not reference it at all.
That's a good thing. All right. In the big sauna, the Chayse effect was in full effect in the red sauna. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Emotions were out.
It was great. It was so awesome. And it really represented the kinds of conversations that happen here. Like, that's not a one-off. That's not just because we're talking for a podcast. Actually, it's so much more less likely for you to have that kind of raw, unfiltered, candid answer in an interview. I feel like the Chayse effect enhanced that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not one to talk about stuff like that or to go that deep when you have to talk about it.
Yeah. That's a hard topic.
That's a
very hard topic for me.
Absolutely. But it's what a story.
Undeniably made a difference. Undeniably changed the course of my life. That's just it's
How could it not?
There's no
How could it not? And what an awesome way that your mom did it. So that was an awesome way that molded you, and with so much different growth. What are the other two things that you kind of hit on?
I mean, there's so, like, I feel like you could probably talk about a million different little choices, right? You mentioned, like, changing careers and transitioning out of that career eventually. But I feel like probably marriage would be, like, one of the more massive comparatively. And having our babies.
That changed your life completely.
Yeah, because, I mean, even talking about, I know we weren't married when I changed my major, but we were together. We were dating.
Yeah.
So we went through that, right? Like me changing careers, looking into college in a far away for that career. And then, yeah, me getting into that career and pouring into that career and, like, us having to figure out how to navigate being a working, two parents working, right? Being a working family, having kids. Like, so all those giant life events that also happen, like, it makes such a difference the partner that you pick to go through those things with. So that's why I think, like, that would, like, trump the other events. Because, yes, those other events shaped me, but choosing a partner that was willing to and in it to grow with me, like, made a difference. Because, I mean, we started dating when we were 19. Like, we're not the same people.
Right.
And that's, we've had to learn a lot. Like, it hasn't always been smooth sailing. But we've over and over again, like, made the choice to grow together. And we've navigated what that looks like through each phase. So, yeah, changing careers. My major was big, but not like, I mean, yeah, it was big.
From what to what?
Initially, I was in school to be a forensic scientist, right? I was obsessed with CSI.
Yeah. Which one?
It was always Las Vegas. Las Vegas was the best. The others were okay, but Las Vegas was the best. But I felt like it made sense. I, like, enjoy the puzzle and I enjoy science and, like, so yes, the TV show, like, but I was legitimately in school to do forensic science. And then I lucked out. I accidentally ended up at a JC where the Riverside Sheriff at the time, Bob Doyle, was, like, he was teaching, what was it, like, police report writing or something.
But he was the sheriff coroner.
At the time, yes. So I lucked out in the sense that because he was teaching that class, he was able to schedule an in-person, like, autopsy visit for his class.
That's right.
And I'd already been kind of thinking that maybe this wasn't the right fit in doing some interviews with other people in the field and things like that. The autopsy was, like, the day that I was like, nope, this is not for me. Like, we need people that do it. It's not a fit for me. There's no way that I could compartmentalize in, like, the necessary way to do that job successfully and, like, be a happy human, I don't think.
Right.
I just don't. And some people can compartmentalize. Yep. And it was very much another day at the office for the people that did the autopsy.
Which it has to be.
Music playing.
Yep.
It was they were very professional and everything, but it was very much just like another thing. And the kid, I can still see this kid, which also I think is an indicator that it's not for me. Like, I can't live with all that forever.
Well, a lot of people still remember their first.
The first I'm sure makes a difference, yeah. But he was 17, which was comparable to my brother's age. So it was I instantly, like,
relation.
Made it a personal and, like, yeah. So I just realistically, I'm glad I was able to have that, like, that reality slap at that point, because I was just at a JC. So I was able to make different choices and change that before I ended up with a degree in something that I didn't want to do.
Right. Miserable.
Yeah, and not liking it. So, yeah, I changed to education, specifically liberal arts, to get a degree in, like, so I could go into elementary school I didn't want to do single subject initially, so.
Extreme opposites. Dealing with dead bodies, educating young minds.
Well, so it wasn't just like, let me pick the exact opposite. I kind of just had to think about like, well, what is something I would want to do? Like if now I'm looking at a career as something I've enjoyed doing. And I can't remember how old I was, but at some point I coached a younger division softball team. I don't remember why. Maybe my dad. I don't even remember all the hard details, but I coached a team and I remember it being so fun, like getting to coach them and then like watch them play and have those like light bulb moments, which talk to any teacher. And, like, the light bulb moments are the best.
Those are the priceless ones.
Yeah. Anytime something they've been practicing, like, clicks and their face just, like, lights up and you're just like, that's it. That's why you do the whole thing. Like, it's definitely not for the money.
What a feeling.
It's not for, the paperwork or the, staff development meetings. Like,
it's not for the parents to yell at you?
That's not it. It's for those light bulb moments with the kids. So then I was like, all right, well, I could do that. How can I change that into a career path? So then I pursued education.
Giant change of life course,
Yeah, but like I said, I think it was early enough. Like, I really lucked out. I don't know that I would have got that experience at a different JC.
I've heard that saying. It's so funny that you're saying lucky. Like, what a perspective shift. Like, someone could say, oh, I failed at this, or I quit that. But what a perspective change.
Because I have no regrets.
Perfect.
I didn't instantly tell myself I couldn't do it. I did not believe in myself. I, made a realistic decision when I was faced with what this job would look like for me. And I don't think it was for me.
Wow. Yeah.
And so I'm really grateful that I didn't spend 5 or 6 years getting this expensive degree, applying for jobs, and then get into a field and be like, wow, this really is not what I want, and then have to kind of start over. So I'm grateful that it happened early on.
What a lesson, too, because I've heard that saying in entrepreneurship, like, just fail fast. It's okay to fail.
Fail early.
Fail early, yeah.
Just do it quick. Yeah, so not the intention to fail, but...
No, and that's not a failure. Like you said, there shouldn't be any regrets. It shouldn't be.
No, I don't have regret. I pursued
what a life
it and
experience.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be regret because you went and tried it. You dipped your toe in it.
Yeah, I don't think...
Made an awesome assessment because... Agreed.
So I'm grateful that I got that autopsy experience to just enough to be... For it to really... like I said, I had already talked to a tech who, just that conversation, she talked about the ones that stick with you and, different... And I was just like, dang. This is not for the faint of heart. This is...
You're very empathetic.
Yeah. I don't know that I would have been able... Yeah, it would have been a struggle. So, but that was a real reality check. This is not for you.
You think that made it easier to change avenues and take dives into the business and other things that we've done?
I do not.
Okay, now that we're talking about it...
Because I knew there was no wondering of maybe I'll like this job.
Gotcha.
I don't feel like there was any hesitation that... So was I sure that education was going to be the best fit? No.
Gotcha.
Was I sure that that wasn't? Yes.
Okay.
So I don't know that it made me super brave.
Well, it forced you to be brave. You could have been a coward and just stuck with it and been miserable forever.
Yeah, I was the one paying for college. That helps.
Yes.
Yeah. But I was paying out of pocket at the time at the JC, so it was I'm working to pay for this. So I'm let's do it let's do the right thing. Let's not pour money into something that I could say without a doubt that was not the job for me. Yeah.
What a blessing.
But again, that is so is that a big deal? Yes. Would it have been that much harder had I not had a good partner? Yes. Would Kenzie's... Yes. So, my overarching theme or my overarching, personal growth, impactful choice or decision or whatever is having a good partner. Having kids is hard. Figuring out how to navigate having kids is really hard. And then but it's so much better if you pick a partner that you love and that you is your favorite person.
That's me.
I know.
That's me.
I know. You're my favorite person.
Yes. I knew it.
So it makes all the hard things that much better. You're in the trenches, but you're in the trenches with your best friend. So life's hard.
Yeah.
Choose somebody to go through it with that's super rad and that you enjoy spending time with.
And that shared suffering builds unbreakable bonds.
Unbreakable bond.
That was awesome. Let's migrate to...
Thank goodness. I'm so hot. Phew.
Good job. To the plunge.
To the plunge.
Sitting on the dock of the...
4-minute cold plunge. We're gonna wrap it up.
I'm
Ready?
fun. I still don't want to do it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, yikes.
I'm gonna start with a dunk. You take a breath.
My goodness gracious.
Collect yourself.
Get it under control.
And tell me about the kiddos.
Ugh.
How have they changed you? What about them?
Well, that's another undeniable.
Can you do it in 4 minutes or less? Go.
Go. I mean, I don't know how having kids doesn't change you.
Right.
Like, it's no, I mean, everything changes. That your whole world is this little person that you made, you know? Like, your whole world is this little human outside of your body now, you know? It's a whole mindset shift, you know? Not what you're gonna do that day. It's like, what am I gonna do for this little human? Make their life better. So, it's been a wild ride. Having a first kid is crazy anyways, but Kenzie was pretty crazy.
Gnarly.
She found out at 20 weeks that she had gastroschisis.
Yep.
So her intestines were outside of her abdomen. Her abdomen had formed with a little bundle outside her abdomen. So luckily we found that out at the anatomy scan, and then we delivered at Loma Linda, where they were prepared to like fix it, to repair it. So she was in and out of surgery before I was even in recovery, which is pretty wild. But she was 6 weeks early. It's like another little wrench in the works. I guess gastroschisis can cause preterm labor. But again, all things that we learned on the fly while experiencing it. So 2 months in the NICU also, which that's just crazy. And now, like, after having Caden and coming home with a newborn after 24 hours, like vastly different experiences, you know, like we stayed near the hospital to just be in the NICU every day. Yeah.
Got the Ronald McDonald.
So we got to know all the nurses there, you know, went through some interesting experiences there, 2 surgeries, and then they sent her home. All good. You know, we got the green light to come home. She's eating, she's pooping. That was the green light. Everything's like moving. So yeah, I mean, like everything revolves around them. All the choices, you know, choices about lifestyle, about how we're schooling, you know, like choices to change careers. Like we talked about, like having a career change or like retiring. That was because of them. To be with them and to, I don't know, just give them the best possible chance. Having a good life.
Role model.
Yeah, having a good life. So making good choices like this, or working out, things I don't want to do, like they're my motivation to do those things. Keep me
forcing you to grow.
Yeah, for sure. Of course. They teach me things all the time too, which is super cool. Yeah, we made our own little best friends. It's pretty cool. It
is really cool.
Yeah,
like,
it's really cool.
We don't have to babysit. We get to hang out with our little buddies.
Yeah, they're at a really fun age right now, that's a double-edged sword too, because, you know, they're growing up.
Right.
Which like hurts your mom heart. But at the same time, they have their own little personalities and their own little senses of humor, and they're just so fun. They're so fun. So like, yeah, there's no way I'd be the same person if we didn't have our kids. And again, I made a good choice of partner. Not only are you like my favorite person to get to go through the hard stuff with, but like I know that they have the best dad. Like I can confidently say, like I made a good choice to give my kids a good dad.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, baby. Oh my gosh, that feels so good to hear.
And parenting is hard, so doing it with your best friend is best case scenario.
Thank you. What a perfect way to wrap it up. Your podcast gets wrapped up with a compliment, but for me... But that's 4.
Did I do it in 4 minutes?
Yeah, that was 4 exactly.
Record.
Awesome. Holy Chayse effect. Cold. That was awesome. Episode 2. In the books.
Yay!
Good job, baby. Let's get out.
Go us, let's
Wasting time.
So 2.
Episode
books.
2 is done, and it was awesome. I'm really proud. It was
It
great.
was a heavy one.
Thank you for watching and listening.
Thank you very much.
Next episode?
Yes, I hope you come back for number 3. It's my turn to interview Corey.
Yep, I'm excited.
So
It'll
we'll
be
dig
fun.
in.
And don't forget about Nads Under. Discount code Chayse Life. We'll see you on the next one.
See you next time.
Chayse Life.
I left my home in Georgia, heading for the Frisco Bay.